Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the penalty markers down the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. This is going to put them back with not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. Scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Trying the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The 10 to the 12. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Rudolph. Both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that.
Rush comes and they block it. So the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block the punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down the big one.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. He's able to find Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Gone! 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 Hot!
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot!
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tipped and intercepted. Picked up on the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdue!
And they'll go on the ground. Stays on his feet. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here we go. Loose right.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. From the gun, it's caught. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Card out of throw. Now he sets the screen. That's complete. That is going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They're coming. They're coming. They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Down! Lady!
Carr to throw again. Underneath to his running back, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10 zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out come the Titans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again to Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Leopard! Check! Over!
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Somebody back gets hit.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this game.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out for second. Let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get set. You white 88. White Monday. That's up.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, got 3, got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Carr to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 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 hey.
Down. 185.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Detroit! Gone!
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rudolph on play action. And run with power here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
On 1st down, Rudolph. In the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That boy's got 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air, Rudolph. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fighting him off. It's a foot race. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Able to spin free. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They go play action here on first down. It'll be a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on to.
No doubt about it. They're excited about it.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
4 down.
Throwing now is Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Tight end to the left.
637.
Hey, 4 down.
Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do in certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some.
He lost the football, but it looked like the Titans were able keep possession of the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to take possession.
Here's Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch it now, Barney!
Tim Carey now for Derrick Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. Flush to his right. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. And lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Shotgun sack for Rudolph. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now. 4 turnovers for the game, you really have no chance to win the football game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll run it here. He gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
White Monday down.
Now they try the right side here. And we'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty? And you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
They'll run it then, have the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Down. Blue Wayne.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got to run, but he's got to run. This is taken out. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play nullifying a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
All right, now,
and you just
look at
wonder,
56.
is the
Look at
backup going to start
56.
to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's flushed out left. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead. Right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Going deep for Diggs. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that
All right, now,
downfield.
look at 56.
Line of scrimmage,
Look
the
at 56.
31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. Now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Because he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Morgan to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, go down, go down.
Now, 180.
Undercut.
That's it.
Now a handoff to the right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Monday, down.
Now Carr. No way to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Now, 280. That's it.
Let's go, baby.
Listen, hard.
And the Brown game here with the tailback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now, 280.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
He gets it off to Drake. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been a little pick right there. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A very solid gain of 27. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. and 10, Rudolph. Finds a seam inside the 4. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Rudolph now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, here's second and 14. For 36 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
He dumps it off for Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Rudolph. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Who's right? Now! 180! Hand me!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.